Hi.
Hey.
All right. So tell me about how you found Remedy has impacted your life this year.
Well, I think it's kind of given me an opportunity to meet with like-minded people, whether on Skype or in person for some of the singing stuff, and find that I wasn't so alone and that there were other people who, coped with similar things, but also coped using music and having that as sort of an outlet.
Good. Have you, because you performed before you started being in the school, have you found that being in the school and being around people who are all moving kind of towards the same goals of performing live, have you found that that part of it, the performing part of it, has been good for you, or?
Well, I think it's really neat. So, obviously I have performed with you and done so at the Capitol. And when I was there, it felt like it was more focused on performing for a crowd. Like, I wanted to put on a show, I wanted to be cool and sound good and look impressive. And when I had the opportunity to sing here with the group of other Remedy school students, I selected songs that were more to my core. The one song I had picked to perform was based on being a sexual assault survivor. And I felt like I was able to just open up a piece of myself. And I think because of that, I am more geared to performing in a different way.
Nice.
I don't want to jump on stage and be a rock star. I mean, I do, but I want to jump on stage and be Kealy.
Good. That's good. And would you say that you would recommend this experience for other people?
I think it's a really good opportunity for people. I mean, if you're looking for a standard by the book, music theory study, this is not the place for you. But if you want an actual experience where you're tangibly getting involved with music and getting involved with people and getting to know yourself, then Remedy is a really good place to start.
Awesome. Good. And then, do you have any advice for anyone who would want to learn an instrument for the first time or start learning how to sing? Anything from your own experience that you would give them as a piece of advice?
So, from my own experience, music has been a part of my life for a really long time. And the way I approach music now versus when I was, say, 7 and started taking piano lessons is very different. But my key advice would be to allow yourself to not be good.
That's good.
It sounds like a funny thing to say, but a lot of times we try things and we're if we're not instantly getting it, we're not instantly good at it. If it's not something you can market one day, we don't pursue it. If you were riding a bike and you kept falling down on the bike, you wouldn't quit riding a bike. You would keep pushing through until it was easy to ride a bike. And that's what you need to do with any instrument and with any, vocal stuff. None of this, some people have a bit of natural ability, but none of this comes naturally.
And you've had to work harder than most people to get to where you are, but it's paid off for you, hey?
Absolutely. I had been kind of pushed down and told that I was a terrible singer. I was the worst to listen to. And I really enjoyed karaoke when I was young. And I kind of had that squashed and pushed away. And then when I connected with you as sort of a 30th birthday present to myself 4 years ago, I realized that the things I loved and that it could be fine-tuned and worked at, and that, most of those negative things anybody said to me were, 1, untrue, and 2, it just took time, I went
Patience and hard work, because you
Exactly.
worked hard. Yeah, totally. And then how about performing in front of people? Have you found, because you don't just perform with the school and open mics through the school, you do karaoke nights and competitions, so have you found that performing in front of people has impacted your life, not just musically or like performance-wise, but in who you are and how you are?
I think, yeah, being able to perform, whether it's through music or, doing spoken word poetry recently, stuff like that, I finally feel like I'm stepping into my own.
Good.
Rather than trying to be what I feel I'm supposed to be for the role I am in everybody else's life.
It's interesting. So it's like for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, whether I'm at work, I'm still in my role at work, but I am myself in my role at work or in my relationships with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just kind of finding that performing and slowly sharing little bits of yourself along the way helps you live more in that element.
Nice. Perfect. And then what about with me as your teacher? Like, what would you say if somebody is thinking about taking lessons or joining the school, and maybe they struggle with a lot of anxiety and performance anxiety, and maybe they're more on the shy side, whatever, but with me as your teacher, what has the experience done for you in relation to that in your own life?
Well, I think working with you as my teacher, like, the nice thing is that you're pretty adaptable to each individual student. So I can learn at my own pace, in my own direction. Like, you have an outline, but you also have flexibility, which is really nice. It takes off a lot of that pressure.
Good.
And I also feel like it's easy for me to say, okay, I feel like I can do this. This is too challenging for me. I want to just take a break from that. And it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Where, there has been other instructors or music teachers in the years past that, like, you did it their way or the highway, and you've never ever given that off, so that's really nice.
Good. Awesome. Okay. Thank you.